it's going to feel so much better, especially if like sex is painful right now or not enjoyable and you have no, no sensation or like weird sensation or, it's going to help.
Hmm.
PRP is cool in the fact that like it really can't do any harm. It is your own blood. You know,
Hmm.
it's not anything artificial going into you. So go for it. Like
Yeah.
it's a great procedure.
I'm Rachel, and you're listening to the Owning Your Sexual Self podcast. Hey, you guys, I had to interrupt this episode quickly to share with you one of my latest obsessions. These things are called Element salt packets. It's LMNT salt packets. If you are someone like me that has been trying to up your water intake on a daily basis, I can't even tell you how long, literally years, I have heard that I need to drink half of my weight in water every single day to make sure that my body is getting enough hydration. And when speaking in terms of sexuality, hydration is so important for our bodies because if our body is dry, our genitals are dry. And if you're a woman that's listening to this, we don't want to struggle with dry genitals even more than we already have to. So hydration is so important just for your overall health, your sexual health, just all the things. So these salt packets, these element packets, they are zero sugar hydration. They come with 100 milligrams of sodium, 60 milligrams of magnesium, and 200 milligrams of potassium. They're vegan, paleo friendly. There's no sugar, no gluten, no of those just odd ingredients. These things, I'm telling you, are legit. I've been drinking them for a month now, over a month actually. I wanted to make sure that I was drinking them for a month at least so that I could come and give you a good review. But I have, let's say it's probably actually more than like 3 months now that I've been drinking these. And the watermelon salt, oh my gosh, my mouth is just watering even thinking about this. But the watermelon salt is my favorite flavor, but there are a ton to choose from. You have watermelon salt, raspberry salt, citrus salt, orange salt, chocolate salt, lemon habanero, mango chili, raw if you just want no flavor at all to add into your water. And they also launch seasonal flavors. So the most recent one I saw was a grapefruit salt. So I'm telling you guys, if you are, again, looking to up your hydration, you want an easy way to do this, I highly recommend these salt packets. You can click the link that's in the bio to this episode, and you can go and get yourself a variety pack for 20 bucks. 20 bucks, you guys. It's going to get you 12 packets. You're going to get watermelon, raspberry, citrus, and orange, 4 packs of each. Just kidding, 3 packs of each, math, and 20 bucks. And this is a great way for you to be able to try it. And then when you're ready, you can go back, you can order yourself either a box of 30. They have auto ship if you want to set that up. But I'm telling you, after I finish one of these drinks, it is encouraging me to immediately fill up my water. And I am chugging my water bottle. I'm chugging multiple water bottles every single day with ease because the salt in the salt packets, it increases your thirst, right? And so immediately when I finish that bottle of my watermelon salt, boom, I'm going and in filling up my water bottle with my regular water. And I somehow even feel like it makes my regular water taste even better. Generally speaking, water is just so bland and just very boring, in my opinion. So these watermelon salt packets, they have been such a game changer. And really all of the flavors that I've tried so far, I've really loved. So head over to the link here in the show notes and grab yourself one of those variety packs. Or, you want to go big, you're all in, get one of those 30 packs and let me know how you love these. I'm really curious to see if you have had the benefits and the same experience that I have had because these are just, they're so good. So good. So go get your salt on, check out the element link in the show notes, and now we can get back to this episode.
All right. Hi, Kathryn. Thank you so much for coming on to the Owning Your Sexual Self podcast today.
I'm so excited.
I know this is a long time coming.
Yeah.
No,
Oh my
no
goodness,
pun
it was.
intended.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I had to okay, so I went to this women's conference. That was like back in October, I think it was. So a couple months ago, from the time of this recording, anyways. But I was walking along, all the vendors were there, and I came across this flyer that you guys had talking about an O shot. And I was like, I need to know all the things, right? Sex therapist over here. What is this? And I've never heard of it. Like that was the first time. And the girls were so nice and explained it to me. And then that's when I was like, I have to have somebody on the podcast to talk about this because what an incredible resource for people to be able to look into. So again, thank you for coming and talking about this.
I was going to ask if that was the first time you had ever heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, it has. Um, because yeah, I think it's not, and maybe you can speak to this, like it's not something that everyone offers. It feels like more in the range of like functional medicine, holistic approach, not just like prescribing a medication for people that are having issues with orgasm or desire or libido, all those things. Um, and I think I had asked well, I actually asked on a previous podcast, like, is this something that insurance covers? Um, which, yeah, I'm assuming the answer is also no for most parts here too. Yeah. But yeah, before we get into it, like, tell us about you. How did you get into this? I know you have a pretty extensive background, so I'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, I'll try to give the elevator version, but I was an ICU nurse. I did love it. I kind of got sick of putting a Band-Aid on bigger issues. I became a nurse practitioner because I thought I could do more, and I could, but I still, even as a nurse practitioner, was being pushed to give antibiotics and give steroids for literally everything, and I just couldn't work in that environment anymore. So as a new nurse practitioner, I got a job in a regenerative health clinic.
Mhm.
And I learned the P shot, which you guys have talked about previously.
Mhm.
So I learned the P shot, learned some other things, and really felt like I could do it better. I could do it better. I didn't want to be chasing money and not giving people the outcomes that they wanted to. So I stepped away from that company and I started my own. So now I
Mhm.
really focus on root cause. I have a lot of background in Western medicine. It is necessary when it's necessary, and
Mhm.
I don't talk down any providers or anybody who does their own methods, but
Mhm.
I have my own methods and I have a lot of success and I love it. And so now I really work with moms primarily, ages like 35 to 50-ish. And we do a lot of like sexual health stuff. We do a lot of hormone therapy, just getting to the root of why they feel like garbage.
Mhm.
And I'm very one of my things that I talk to my moms about is vitamin J, which is joy, and finding their vitamin J. And a lot of people that's increasing their libido. And so,
Mhm.
a lot of people just need some help with relationships or, and this is the O shot specifically is really helpful for that.
Yeah. I love vitamin J. I might steal that. So I will give credit where credit is due. But I love that. I'm often talking about vitamin D in terms of dick.
Yeah.
I like vitamin J.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay, so let's talk about this. So the O shot, tell us what is it? Let's start there.
Yeah, I definitely think we've been talking about a lot on our Instagram lately, and I think there's a lot of misunderstanding. I
Hmm.
think people think it's like a libido booster that like you get in your arm, or because we do that as well. We do like B12 and things like that. So the O shot is PRP. So first, people have to understand what PRP is. PRP is platelet-rich plasma. It is your own blood. We spin it down and we get the healing factors from it. So nothing artificial is going back into your body. I started this. I actually learned how to do knees and shoulders, and we did that for knee pain. So we would take this plasma, we would inject it into people's like pain areas. You can also do it for hair regrowth, and the results were great. Like people's knee pain like became non-existent. Their shoulder, it was I loved seeing it. And so then I started to learn that you can do PRP in a lot of different areas. So we take your blood, we spin it down, we get the healing factors, and then we inject it back into the clitoris and the vagina. And it helps to stimulate nerve regrowth. So people get stronger orgasms, just easier to achieve orgasms. And then also it tightens vaginal tightness as well as helping with urinary incontinence. So, oh, and it also helps with lubrication because it stimulates just the cells that help to secrete the fluid. And so it also helps with people that are drier, have issues with that. It helps with like vaginal secretions.
Wow.
So it does a
Yeah.
lot. It does a lot,
Yeah.
but
I
it's
know.
super helpful.
I know probably 100 women that are listening to this right now, like, sign me up, let's go.
Yeah, yeah. I have had, I will be really honest about which PRP procedures feel like have helped over the years and have not helped. This
Mhm.
is one that I have zero reservations about. It has helped 100% of the women that I've given it to, as opposed
Mhm.
to some of the other ones that I've done. Like, like I said, I do PRP for a lot of different areas, but
Mhm.
this one has had great results.
Yeah. And is this, I would love to just talk kind of through the procedure of it. Is it something that somebody comes in one time, like you're doing it same day? Are they put under? Is there any sort of like lidocaine, like numbing? Like what does it look like?
Yep, so you can do same day. With my visit, we are supposed to do it this way. I don't believe everybody does it this way, but with my visit, I also will run hormones because I think it's important.
Hmm.
I want to make sure that I have a full picture of what's going on with you, libido and just different. I want to make sure that like hormones look okay. So
Yeah.
I will also run hormones, but that does not have to be done same day. So if we're just talking about the O shot, you would come in, we would do an evaluation. We could do an evaluation over this phone, but there really isn't anybody that's ruled out from this. We're putting your own blood back into your body. So
Hmm.
really isn't any like reason to rule somebody out. So you come in, we talk, I get vitals, I draw your blood, you hang out in my like calming room. It's got like a nice little, TV, calming music, dim lights. So you hang out there while your blood spins down. It's about 10 minutes. And then I bring you into the other room. You have a private area, you undress just like you're at the gynecologist. And then it's that kind of like you butterfly that you don't go in stirrups or anything, but you just like butterfly open. And then it's
Hmm.
3 injections. So we numb with lidocaine. So you're
Hmm.
numb for about 3 hours. Actually, you numb a little bit with some cream first. So we
Hmm.
put a little
Hmm.
cream on before the lidocaine injection. So even the lidocaine injection isn't too bad. And then it's a nerve block. So like you're numb. And then it's 2 injections of PRP. So one
Hmm.
is right into the clitoris and then the other one's in the vagina. And I have not had any, major complaints. I mean, the lidocaine
Hmm.
injection, there's a little bit of a pinch, but
Sure.
definitely people get nervous when they hear about the procedure.
Hmm.
But, if you kind of just go for it, it's really not that bad.
Yeah.
Especially since most of my moms that have done this have had kids.
I was
So
just
it's
gonna say, yeah, like
kind of
comparable
like,
to like a vaginal birth.
yeah.
Also, you talked about like the P shot. That's like they're shooting inside a man's penis, and so if they
And
can do it, like we certainly can do it.
and when I did the P shot, which I'm sure everyone maybe does it a little different, but I want to say we did 10 injections.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was about 10. So same thing,
Yeah.
we did a nerve block. So the whole area is numb.
Hmm.
And then you go home with a little goodie bag. I give you some like I can't even remember everything that's in there. There's like a
Hmm.
couple little like chocolate and I think I have like a probiotic in there and just like a handful of other things and
Yeah.
yeah, then I check in on you and so far every person who's had it done is like it was great. It was great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And then how long does it last? Is this a one and done, or people come in periodically to get it done again?
yep. So this is probably the most common question
Hmm.
with anything any PRP procedure we do. And my answer is it's healing from your own body. So however healthy you are is almost as long as it's going to last. So in my personal experience, I've been doing this for about 5 years. Um, I have not personally had anybody come back for a repeat PRP procedure. Unless like, so sometimes we know ahead of time they're going to have three. Like if they have really bad knee pain, really bad something, we already
Hmm.
know ahead of time you're going to come in for three of these, like 6 weeks apart. But that's not like a repeat. That's just part of the treatment plan. But the O shot itself, I do one time, and I have not had people that needed it repeated. Now, I think
Hmm.
if you look it up online, it says you can do it yearly. I mean, it like I said, the healing ages with you. So like as you age, like yes, the effects are going to wear off. Your nerves are going to continue to die just like every other part of our body.
Hmm.
But if you're young and healthy, I don't see any reason that you would need to like get it done regularly.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. So definitely some long lasting effects then for people.
Mhm. Yeah, it
Okay.
doesn't, yep. Yeah, it's not like, I don't know, I don't get my lips done, but it's not like something that like gets out of your body. It's just it heals. It helps to heal you. So,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And I imagine when you were talking about like the initial discomfort from the lidocaine shot, I thought of like the dentist. Like they put the cream on and then they do the shot. And oddly, like I love getting shots in my mouth. It's like a weird, I don't know, maybe like a kink that I have, but like it just feels so cool to me.
So funny.
So yeah, I would imagine that's what it would be similar to.
Yeah. Yeah. I have not had mouth work done, so I don't know, but yeah, I mean,
Lucky.
yeah, as soon as you're numb, you're numb. And then it takes about 3 hours for the numbness to wear off. But
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah.
And then when you just some clerical questions. So you said, so I'll put up my hand vulva. So you're injecting here, like doorbell part of the clitoris.
Yep.
And then you said vagina. So it's like inside vaginal opening or in labia, inside vaginal
Inside the
opening.
vaginal opening, it's like trying to think, like maybe a half an inch in,
Okay.
is about where we go. Yeah.
And
But
then injecting into like a vaginal wall then.
and
Okay.
honestly, that one I've never had anybody say they felt it all. Like,
Yeah.
no, didn't feel that at all. So
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
like I'm always like, "Are you good? Are you good?" And they're like, "Yeah, I feel nothing." So I'm like, I
Yeah.
wish I could, nobody wants it recorded, so I don't have any like good footage, but I'm like, people, yeah, it's not bad.
Dang. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty sweet. I'll yeah, I'll sign up for recording if you need somebody.
Oh, hey, yeah, we can talk after.
Yeah. Um, okay, cool. So yeah, pretty quick process then. And then you're located in Ferndale, Michigan. Oh, Ferndale and Shelby, Michigan, and then you also do some virtual consulting, right?
Yeah, so so I'm in Ferndale. We actually are now in Troy, not Shelby. We just moved to
Okay.
Troy. So, but the O shot is only done in Ferndale.
Okay.
And then any type of functional medicine, you can either come in person or about 85% of my patients, I do telehealth.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
always tell people I have a brick and mortar place. So if you like face to face, I'm happy to
Hmm.
see you in person. And then obviously all my procedures are in person.
Hmm. Yeah.
Mhm.
Is there any sort of follow-up offered to people after they go through something like this, just to, if there's any like mental stuff they wanted to talk through or to get the feedback from them?
Yeah, so included in my O shot, I run hormones, like I mentioned. So I kind of do like a mini exam.
Hmm.
I do a full comprehensive. I have a full functional medicine practice. So like if
Hmm.
you wanted more, I have 6-month programs. I have individual visits. I have monthly programs. I have a lot of different options for people.
Hmm.
But what's nice with the O shot, the one that I offer is I do kind of like a mini. We check your hormones, and I at least can give you an idea of if there's additional stuff going on.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're going to be friends, I assume.
Oh,
I'm just like thinking through clients right now that I'm like we need to send them to you for sure. And just in the hormone testing and functional medicine, I feel like yeah, I live in like Downriver area and I always feel like you got to go all the way to Ann Arbor. Like it just feels like
yeah.
shit is just so far away. And so Ferndale, at least for me, is a little bit closer than Ann Arbor would be. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the other thing I want, can we talk about the Element card that I also got?
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah. Go ahead.
okay, so Element is something that I mentioned, like been an affiliate with them as well, and I was drinking for a long time. I had no idea that it helped with hormone stuff. And
Mhm.
so tell us about that. So you have listed on here adrenal health, fluid balance, magnesium for stress, thyroid support, mood boost. So, like how do you know?
Yeah. So one of the things I will look at electrolytes in people, which can be what's the word? It can be an indicator of thyroid health.
Hmm.
So, whether your like sodium balance is high or low, it can be an indicator of, I think I said thyroid health. I meant adrenal health,
Hmm.
whatever I said, but
Hmm.
it can be an indicator of adrenal health. I have a lot of people that will just run through electrolytes. When you're under stress, your body will run through electrolytes. So just helping to replenish those, um, is important in any ailments.
Hmm.
Um, Sodium in a lot of places has gotten a bad name, elevated blood pressure, that kind of thing. But what causes our body to hold on to the sodium is when our blood sugar is elevated. So if
Hmm.
you have good blood sugar control, which is important for thyroid, for adrenal, for everything. If you have good blood sugar control, you're eating protein, then having those extra electrolytes, extra sodium is not a problem. It is a good thing.
Hmm.
Um, Sodium's in every cell of our body.
Hmm.
So yeah. So I mean, I can't say for sure with every single person if they need something like that. It does take a little bit in my opinion, my training. I evaluate your lab work and I kind of see, if you have like sky high blood sugar and your body isn't controlling that well, you're probably not going to do great with elevated sodium. But we look at it. We look at it all.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and that's so good too. That yeah, I love that you do the hormone testing before because that really just tells you so much about people. And again, so many of like my clients are like, oh, I can just go have my hormones tested. I'm like, yes, and as you should. Like where you're feeling low energy, you're feeling some changes. Like, how do you know you're not in perimenopause? Like, how do you not? Like there's so many things. So yeah, I like that you do that because in previous hormone conversations I've had with people on the podcast, like this shit is not a one size fits all, right?
No.
Everybody, the one thing is not needed for every single person. Um, so yeah, I appreciate that you do that.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I make it really hard on myself because I don't have any real like protocols because
Mm,
everybody's so different. I it just
mm-hmm,
that's all there is to it. Everybody's so different. So
yeah,
everybody's going to get a different treatment plan from me.
mm-hmm, yeah. Awesome. Okay, well, we are both fast talkers apparently. So time is, and maybe this is just a shorter episode and that's okay too, but is there anything about the O shot that I didn't ask or more that you'd like to say around it?
I don't think so. I mean, I think a question I anticipated was like, what keeps people from doing it?
Mm,
I think the pain is, people will reach out to me and then they'll say like, So how do we do it?" And then I'll kind of explain it.
mm-hmm,
Um, and they're terrified. Don't
mm,
be scared. Like,
mm-hmm,
you're not. You've probably had kids. It's going to feel so much better, especially if like sex is painful right now or not enjoyable and you have no sensation or like weird sensation or, it's going to help.
mm-hmm,
PRP is cool in the fact that like it really can't do any harm. It is your
mm-hmm,
own blood. You know,
mm-hmm.
it's not anything artificial going into you. So go for it. Like,
Yeah.
it's a great procedure.
Yeah, so truly, truly minimal risk involved with it. It can only benefit, not, as you just said, like not do any harm.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I can we talk cost? Are you open to that? I know
Sure.
we said like insurance is not covered. Would
Yep.
that like HSA plans or care credit, is that available for people?
Yep. I don't do care
Okay.
credit, but some people, I think if they already have care credit, they can use it.
Okay.
I don't personally in my clinic like get people on it, but and then HSA and FSA, I accept.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And then out of pocket cost is
Yeah, so I do have payment plans. If you The payment plan is 1,200.
mhm,
Normally my comprehensive assessment is 350 by itself, so like you get a comprehensive in there.
mhm.
So it's 1,200 if you do a payment plan, or it's $1,000 cash up front.
Okay. Nice. And that includes, yeah, the consult, the hormone testing, the shot, and then the goodie bag, and then the follow-up that you do.
And follow up, yeah. And I will tell you that like I don't necessarily have like a money back guarantee. I've never had to use it anyways, even if I did. But I'm gonna
Hmm.
check in on you. Like if you need additional support, I'm gonna make sure you get that.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, I just think I think 1,000 is reasonable, honestly, for what you're getting and what the benefits can be for somebody to go through this. And we know, right, just in the world of holistics and functional medicine, it's generally out of pocket. It's unfortunate that in our world, like we have to pay more to be healthy, and go outside of Western medicine. Hopefully,
yep.
one day that will change. But yeah, truly, like if this is important enough to a person and this is really like causing a rift in their life,
Mhm.
why not? You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
cool.
fully agree. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much again for coming on. Share with us your Instagram, the contact information if somebody was wanting to reach out and get this done with you.
Yep. So my website is integrohealth.net, Integro. My Instagram is integro_NP. I think I just recently changed it, but integro_NP. And I would say my Instagram is more updated, but you can reach out
Mhm.
to me in any way. You can go to the website and reach out, or you can go right to the Instagram.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you
I
so
was
much.
wrong. It is, I just changed the handle. It's
Okay,
Integro_Health.
Integro_health.
Underscore
Okay.
health. Yeah, I recently changed it like a couple weeks ago. So
Okay, no problem. Yeah, we'll make sure to link that in the show notes for people so it's easy for them to find. Um, Great. Well, thank you so much again for coming on. I'm very excited that this gets to be now a resource for listeners. And I hope to, if anybody's listening and you do go through Kathryn to get this done, like please let us know. Like I'd love to hear feedback
yeah,
around what this was like for people.
hard to get reviews on this one because people don't
Yeah.
want people to know. So yeah, would
Yeah.
love
Okay.
to have some good feedback from any of your listeners. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening to today's show. If you loved it, be sure to subscribe so that you never miss an episode. And if you really fucking loved it, make sure to tag me on social media at @the Rachel Main. I'll see you next week.